as like a South Park kind of adult nighttime TV show that's an adult Sesame Street. And somehow, we wanted him to star in it because he was doing things like game shows about a date. Do you remember this?
I don't remember. I remember the cash call commercials.
Yeah, no, but there was a thing where he was on a date with a girl, and it was a reality show, and she was really rude to him and kept running. It was sad. But he was doing stuff, and he was on The Simpsons doing a voice of his own character. So he was like playing along with I used to be a celebrity.
Yeah.
So we somehow we got his number. We talked to him. We told him we want to do an adult Sesame Street. We want you to be like the Harry Belafonte, but it's about like how great it was as a kid and not so much fun growing up. We thought we were crazy, but he said, "Yeah, I'm in." So we wrote the whole thing like around him and for him. And when he was going to be in New York next, he told us where to come meet him, and we were going to meet him. We went there, and he never showed up. And then he wouldn't answer, return our calls again, and he had moved on up. And we'd already written it for him. And then we did a reading of it, and we thought, if we can't get him, should we write it for somebody else? Or you know what? Let's just be the idea of him. We'll have somebody else. We'll have someone play him and say, "I'm Gary Coleman," and like when the character says, "I'm Christmas Eve," you go, "All right, Gary Coleman is Christmas Eve." And the magic of the contract of theater. You believe, you accept it, and you keep going. And we said, but just to show that we know it's not him, instead of having a short black actor, let's get the opposite, so that we're like winking and saying we're not trying to fool you, which is the idea of him. So we had a tall white woman play Gary Coleman, who also in that class was Amanda Green. Was in our class. She went on to write High Fidelity and Bring It On, and now Hands on a Hard Body with the guy from Fish. Yeah, just opened on Broadway, 3 Broadway shows. Anyway, so she played Gary Coleman for us for all the early readings. And when she would come out and say, "I'm Gary Coleman," you would go, "All right, she's Gary Coleman." And then, I don't know, along the way it turned out that our cast was very white. And we thought, and also it's 2 jokes. It's a woman and she's white. You only need one. It's a woman, it's a black woman. And so it's kind of like hat on a hat. You only need one.
Okay, very cool.
But it was kind of funny with her being offended at the black joke and her saying, "Well, of course you're black," and she'd be like, "Yes, I am." And we thought it was hilarious, but our producers kind of pulled us. We were a little too left of center. Like her being offended,
Right?
I don't know. We thought it was funny.
These are all the stories you don't hear about. What are the concepts that you are most proud of, since you probably co-conceived it?
The concepts most proud. Well, I teared up in Everything in Life Is Only for Now. I always do. So I always feel like the whole show is kind of building up the credibility and the fun, so that and like the trust. So that when it says that, and it says it, 40 times, only for now, I don't know, there was a message that we wanted to put in the world, and every time I see it, I'm so proud that this piece is kind of, and I always thought it was like hugging the audience before they leave, just kind of saying it's going to be all right. Whatever you're going through now, whether it sucks and you don't have a job and you're taking money from your parents and all that we lived through. And all of the reason we wrote it, Bobby was out of Yale, I was out of law school. We met in a writing workshop because I was looking for law clients. And I thought I should go where young, talented theater people are, and this was a highly competitive writing class for composers.
This is the Lehman Angle, right? The BMI.
BMI workshop. So I auditioned for it. By some fluke, I got in because it was funny. And they thought, we can't teach, it's hard to teach musical theater writers to be funny, but we can teach funny people to write songs. So they let me in. And they did, and Bobby and I met there. We started writing a musical, which was a Muppet movie. And we wrote 9 songs. We met this puppeteer from Sesame Street who came in and demonstrated like Kermit for us, singing our songs, which was amazing. And we got to the Henson Company, and they decided not to buy it. And we thought, we spent a whole year writing for other people's characters, Kermit and his Piggy and Fozzie and Gonzo. Why don't we just create our own characters? And we'll make fun of Sesame Street. And so Rick, the guy that had done Kermit for us, he also built puppets. So we sat with him with a legal pad and drew like, what would Ernie and Bert look like if they were older and not Ernie and Bert? And then we thought, and the first idea of the show, I mean, I feel I'm talking like it's a Pulitzer Prize-winning piece of art. It's not.
But it's something that's very dear to a lot of people. I mean,
thank you. You too. All right, thanks to the rest. What was I saying?
No, you sat down with Rick with a notepad.
Oh, so so we thought if we're going to parody Sesame Street, the first issue you got to answer is, are Ernie and Bert gay? And we thought if we make, and the obvious answer would be, why have they been living together for 30 years as best friends? And we thought, well, that's the obvious joke is that they're a gay couple. But once you establish that they're a gay couple, like how do you keep rolling out the joke week after week in this TV series? We thought, what's fun about gay people? I'm gay. They're having gay sex is only so funny and only so many times. We thought what is funny about gay people is when people are closeted and trying desperately to conceal who they really are. So we thought, what if one of them's gay and the other one's not gay, but very, gay friendly and always urging to come out. He's so tightly wound, tightly closeted. We thought that's funny, and you can be like, hey Rod, are you coming out? And we're like, I'm not gay. Oh, come out with us to the restaurant. We thought we could do 100 variations of that.
But in the end, that character provided a lot of the heart for the show.
Well, that's the thing the other thing I'm most proud of, besides this hug of everything like Only for Now, is that the audiences who are not all California liberals, all over the country, are coming to New York to see this, and it's being produced all over the place, and it features a gay character that you have to have a fucking ice cold heart to not feel for Rod when he's mooning over his roommate and frustrated and elated that his dream came true, and then crushed that it was only a dream, and is forced back into the closet. Nobody wants to see a puppet go through that. So he reveals to his therapist, and you can see his torture, and you get a little taste of what it's like to be closeted and ashamed, and the process of coming out. And in Fantasies Come True, when Kate and Princeton are like, oh my God, love, 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 and what's his name? Rod is like over Nikki, love, love, love. You see, it's the same thing, and they're singing the same song. Fantasies come true. Oh my God, my fantasy came true. And people who don't know gay people, I don't know, start to know a gay puppet and see that their relationship, they have longing and fights like the other couple. We, couldn't make the parallel more clear. And then, I don't know, I feel like we're doing our part to nudge the needle towards teaching people what it's like to be gay. And then you want them, everybody by the end wants Rod to find a boyfriend and just be out and be comfortable, right? So I feel like,
But Jeff Whitty, I think, also really helped to make Rod relatable to straight people by that line, why don't I have somebody by my side? Someone who makes me feel special and safe, someone who loves me the way I love them. I think we've all been lonely at some point and feeling like, I'm never going to find someone. And, in rehearsals, just reading that particular part of the script, it still got me to tear up because I know I've been there. And so, anyway, bye, y'all.
Yeah. So everybody wants them to find a mate. And I think very few people are so hardened, in their homophobia that they want him to find a girl, right? So we're part of the nudging the needle a little bit. And you know what? I never thought in my lifetime that we'd have a black president. Hallelujah. And I never imagined that we'd have a black president behind gay marriage. Can you imagine? Sometime in the future when we're enlightened, yes, but probably not during my lifetime. I can't believe this is happening. It's amazing. Is it going to go for us or against us? For. Well, it shouldn't. If not, then eventually.
That's right. Prop 8